What's crackulating, busters? It's your boy Unc No Pump. Unc No Pump. Another short one just for you, fam. Well, this one's gonna be about Americans living double lives. Double lives. Especially ones that live overseas. You know what I'm saying? People go overseas because they want to make a little, piece of change and take care of their family back home, right? But once they get overseas, they might say, "Oh, I'm gonna do 1 year, right? And I'm gonna come back home." But after that 1 year's finished, they see them checks looking good. They're like, I think I'll do another one. Then another one. Then another one. Then another one. Saying, fam, people just stay over there. You know what I'm saying? They stay over there. But I always tell them, you can't do that there. If you marry, your wife is back home in America, you can't leave her too goddamn long. I say 1 year is the limit. I tell dudes, 1 year. 2 years, you are very pushy. You better be a good, strong woman, right? Because most of the time they're going to go, do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying, fam? But a lot of these dudes here, they're all living double lives. I know dudes, they married to like Philippines, Indonesians, Africans, whatever it is. Why? Because in these countries, right, where a lot of Americans be working at, they can marry before wives. It's like the people that live there. All they gotta do is go downtown to the Ministry of Interior in Kuwait City and say, and make shahada. Say that I'm a Muslim. They're all fucking lying, but I'm just saying that that's the way a lot of people do it, right? Therefore, you get married, and then maybe the wife has a friend who needs some help too, like a visa. She says whatever it is, and she say, "Okay, I marry her too." You got two wives there. Also, you got a wife back home in America. You know what I'm saying, fam? Just living double lives. You know what I'm saying? And the wild thing about it, fam, is like this here. Always like you said, like after like Christmas, you know what I'm saying, about 2 days after Christmas or whatever day you come back to work, you got a lot of wives calling up, looking for their husband. They pick up the phone like, "Hello, this here. Oh, my name is Mrs. Johnson. My husband is fucking Jerry Johnson." I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? How may I help you? Is it emergency back home? Are you okay?" "Oh, no, yes, I'm okay, but my husband, he hasn't called home in 2 months. He's not even sending no checks, no cash, nothing, the goddamn thing, right?" And therefore, as me, being who I am, that means I got to sit down and talk to the brothers and the white dudes. And I say brothers, I mean black, white, whatever else. Just the way I speak. The brothers, right? The males. And I tell, "Hey man, when last time you spoke to your wife?" You see what they say. Stuttering. They fucking answer that shit like, "Man, wife call up here, and we not gonna be having that shit there." I told her to do the team. I said, "I don't give a fuck what y'all do. But y'all better start calling home. You know what I'm saying? Send a little money to the wifey back home." No, they been I say, "Nah, can't be having that shit there." Why? Because mother making good money overseas, right? What they want to do is go to Dubai, Bahrain, party, mess a horse, you know what I'm saying, drink and party, whatever, have a good time. But wifey back home still struggling in the hood, you know what I'm saying? But now they back over here overseas, these same dudes, mess with other foreign women, having a ball, spending money, having a good goddamn time, hopping on a plane, doing every goddamn thing. But wifey back home with the husband. No struggling, fam. So I tell dudes like that, my team, I like this here. Make sure you call home. You know what I'm saying? Send a car home. Do something. No, put some effort in that shit there. You know what I'm saying? And send a little cash in too, at least once a month to your wifey back home. You know what I'm saying? Because if you divorce your fucking ass, she'll take half your dumb ass shit there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So if I try to tell them, keep a happy home. You can still have your girls over here because that's what you is. That's what you're doing. I'm sure she knows you. That's your wife. She know you ain't no goddamn faithful motherfucker. She know you're a goddamn dog. She know what you're doing over here. But still take care of home. That's what I tell her brothers. I met one dude there, you know what I'm saying? Lives in Texas. He was out there in the Middle East for about, when I talked to him, it was about 15, 16 years already. Right? This is like a while ago. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, "Man, you been for a long goddamn time," because I was there for a little while, but I wasn't married, nothing. I was like, "Shit." Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, I have a wife back in Texas, right?" I was like, "Huh, Texas?" I said, "Did your wife in the Philippines got about fucking man, you got 2 kids with her? A boy and a girl?" He's like, "Yeah, that's my family too, but I got my wife back home." You know what I'm saying? The way you do this, family, is you have the 4 goddamn wives over there in the Middle East, right? And keep them. You probably saying, "But that's not legal." Hey, call what you want to call it. You have 4 wives over there. But until you go to American Consulate and verse this shit and say, this is my wife, if you do not go to consulate and say, this is my wife, it's not fucking, how you saying, it's not valid in America. So wives over there, those is wives. But you can't bring them back home, get passport, things like that. They're just his wives over there. And a lot of guys, that's what they're doing. They know damn well they're not going back home to America. You know what I'm saying, fam? Got this one back home, just like, whatever, they don't know. And then eventually they go get them somebody else. But a lot of dudes out there do have multiple wives, living double lives. Why? Because they got taste of the good life. Taste of the good life. Got them passports, you know what I'm saying? They got them a good job over there. And think about shit. Why should I go back home? You know what I'm saying? You see dudes over there old, you know, I see some dudes in the 60s, you know, with young fine little Asian girls, you know what I'm saying? One dude I know, matter of fact, Pops, I call him Pops. Pops had two of them. He said that he takes care of them. They stay at his house, you know what I'm saying? They got to pay no rent. They say they cook food. They do everything. They chill out with him. You know, it's not like he's getting sex every day because you know, Pops ain't stable like that. But he say, shit, why the fuck should I go back home? I was like, damn, Pops. Now, but he got a ring on his hand too. And I was like, that's it, you married, Pops? He said, yeah, my wife is 67 years old. He said, I'm here in goddamn Kuwait here, with two goddamn Philippine girls who are fucking in their late 20s. You think I'm gonna go back home to my 67-year-old wife? Once Pop said that shit, it was like, wow, reality. You know, reality is like, shit. Motherfuckers wanna live good. Motherfuckers live a nice life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it's not correct for you to just leave your wife, but like I said, the old man got a taste of that good life, you know what I'm saying? He went over there, he's a little older, in his 50s, you know what I'm saying? He said, hey, I ain't going back. Hell no, I ain't going back. How many young dudes I know there? They don't want to go back for nothing. They don't want to go back. And a lot of and the wild thing about this here, a lot of dudes that do decide, man, what the reason is they won't leave from, like say, Europe or whatever it is, and they go back home, it's usually some fucked up shit happened to them. Fucked up shit happened to him. You know what I'm saying? How my boy's name was, goddamn, what's his name? He's a blood. Red Dog. He was making music out here, in Germany, you know what I'm saying? He had a group called C Block. Was it C Block? Yeah, C Block, yeah. It was a dude from New York and him, he was from Cali. You know, I met the brother at this party. Had a nice little house, things was going on. I said, man, you started getting your little momentum up. Dude, he said to us, yeah, I'm going back to Cali. I said, for what? If we go to Cali for what? Man, you got a fucking house here? You know what I'm saying? You gotta find that little goddamn German girl there. Everything looks so good to me. You going back home for? I told my dad, I said, man, I advise not to do that shit there. Because I was there longer than him. What happens? He go back home, 3 months later, I get the word, man, your boy Red Dog got popped up. He's in a fucking wheelchair for life, paralyzed. You know what I'm saying? You cannot escape Babylon, come to paradise, then all of a sudden take your ass back to hell. It ain't gonna work out like that, fam. That shit don't equate, fam. But like I said, it's my little struggle about a lot of people over here. You know what I'm saying? The Middle East, whatever, Europe, not Europe, Middle East, you can do that. In Muslim countries, as long as you don't register them ways, you done got married inside the Middle East there, you don't go to American Council and say, this is my wife. It's all good, fam. And I'm out, fam. Peace.